last week I set a goal to get below 205 before Thanksgiving. I'm off to a good start. I only gained 1.3 pounds this week. Kind of expected that a little bit because, I don't know that I expected to gain on the full week, but I ate a lot on Saturday and a whole lot on Sunday, and you can see that in my weight, the way it just shot up on Monday. Here late in the week too, the last 2 or 3 days, my hands are swollen again. Like I can't fully close my hands again. I'm not sure what that's about, because usually when that happens, it's from excess of cream or too many artificial sweeteners or something like that, where I've had a lot of that, and I haven't been doing that. This week I've cut way back on total carbs. I've tried to list the total carbs and net carbs I've had with different meals and on different days to finish out the day, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we started off the week. We went to, on Saturday morning last week, before weigh-in, which might be why my weight was a little bit lower last week, because I spent the day at the pumpkin patch with the kids before I ate and before I weighed and all that stuff. So my last weigh-in was after doing all that physical activity. As far as walking and running and all that, it was going great this week. I was putting up tons of miles. I even had a almost 4-mile walk. But then it started, I got busy one day, and the next day it was raining, so I decided to wait, and then I had to go out of town the next day to get a piece of furniture after work, and it got off. But I still probably went more miles this week than normal, just that it's been about 3 days since I've been out to do any of that. This weekend, starting today, I don't plan on eating all the artificial sweeteners and snacks and all that stuff like I normally do, and eating 4 times my calories and all that. I don't plan on going crazy for the next few weekends. I'm just going to try to let my weight just see if it'll just keep going down now. So also, I'll show you my carbs for Monday through Friday when I was started tracking really strict. My carbs are here. So I was, most days eating 16 to 18 carbs total, and 6 to 9 net carbs. That's my carbs for the week from all the meals you saw Monday through Friday. And I'll start this video off with our trip to the pumpkin patch, because that's how the week started for me. And then we will get into what I ate. Hope you enjoy. It's Saturday, first day of a new week. We went and spent the morning at the pumpkin patch. Did not eat or drink there. We came back. I'd smoked brisket. I'd smoked some pork shoulder. Made some of Two Crazy Keel's coleslaw. We had some homemade queso. I had some homemade yogurt. I had some guacamole. I'll show you my plate, but I went back for seconds and thirds of the meat, cheese, and slaw. But that's all I've eaten today on Saturday at all, and I ate a lot. So, well, that's not true. I had 2 of the white chocolate strawberries, and I taste tested the Chalk Zero truffles, and that's all I've had to eat today. I ate in probably within a 2 to 3 hour window is when I ate everything. But that's it for the day. All right, I'm gonna eat some lunch on Sunday. I got a bunch of leftover brisket, some coleslaw, some queso, some asparagus, some barbecue sauce, and a Zip Fizz. All right, now I'm gonna have a little bit of this white chocolate cheesecake stuff that I have left over. I'm gonna have a couple bites of that. I'm gonna eat this Chalk Zero Ghost. All right, supper time on Sunday. I've got some dough roll. What are these called? There used to be like the crescent roll things. I made some bread, and it's a roll with ham and cheese. I'll show it. I'll just show it to you. So here's what I made. It's a ham and cheese roll up with some buttery mustard sauce on top of it. All right, so by my weight today, that just jumped way up. I know I ate way too much yesterday. It was probably that ham and cheese roll up. It was really good, and we finished it last night. But today for lunch, gotta start cutting things down again. So I have 9 ounces of pork, pulled pork, topped with 201 grams of coleslaw, and a couple tablespoons of barbecue sauce and a Zip Fizz. This meal is 13 total carbs, and it is 6.8 net carbs. Just so you know. There's my lunch and my drink. All right, it's time for some dinner on Monday. I got 6 eggs with a couple tablespoons of butter, 5 pieces of bacon, and that's dinner. There's my meal. I'm gonna eat this milk chocolate ghost and do a blood test for a video. And that will do it for the day. Right, in last week's video, I was asked about what I do as far as net carbs and total carbs. So I'll end the day, I'll try to remember to end the days doing this. Today I had 19 total carbs. I had 8.2 fiber and 2 sugar alcohol. So that's 8.8 net carbs. So 19 total, 8.8 net. I believe is where I'm at for today. No, I did not count carbs in eggs. Okay, today for lunch I have a couple New York strip steaks. With some guacamole, a couple ounces of cream cheese, and I fried up all these little pieces of the fat that was next to the New York strip. I cut it off and fried it separately. And have a citrus Zip Fizz with the peach ketones in it again. So I haven't had this Zip Fizz ketone drink in a while, but I've got it today. There are about 9 carbs in this, between 1 from the Zip Fizz. I think 5 in the guacamole and a couple in the cream cheese. 3 fiber, so this meal has 6 net carbs, 9-ish total carbs. I think it was 9.1, but somewhere in that range. There's the steak and the cream cheese and the guacamole and the fat. Time for supper on Tuesday. We have this Premier Protein drink. It has 4 carbs and 1 fiber in it. Half of a chocolate peanut butter cup keto brick. There are 4.5 carbs in that, and a couple of that's fiber, at least a couple. Then eggs, and that's gonna be dinner. It's 4 eggs, all cut in half with Redmond seasoned salt on it. All right, for the day on Tuesday, I had 17.6 total carbs. 7 of those were fiber, so I had 10.6 net carbs. Right now I'm out for a walk after I ate dinner. So far I've gone about 1.8 miles, I think. So that means I still gotta turn around and rewalk that much. So it's a pretty good distance walk today. It'll be at least 3.5 miles, but I'm not even done walking, so it might even end up getting to 4, or who knows. But that's my day, and I may leave something here to tell you how many miles I ended up going just now. All right, it's Wednesday, lunchtime. I've got a Zip Fizz. I've got 4 eggs with about a tablespoon of butter. I made a chaffle, just cheese and egg. 2 ounces of cream cheese and 4 sausages. I have this down, the chaffle, as half of a carb. Cream cheese is a carb, so that's 1.5. And this is 2. So this meal should be about 3.5 carbs. The sausage, it says on the box, 2 of them have 0. So at most, there's a couple extra from the sausage, a little bit from the eggs, I guess. But that's my meal. Zip Fizz, chaffle, cheese, eggs, and sausage. All right, time for dinner on Wednesday. I have about half a pound of beef. I got 2 burgers with cheese on them, a little bit of ketchup and mustard, and I got 2 of these beef sticks. Each one of these has 1 total carb, 1 net carb, so there's 2 carbs here. And the ketchup, I didn't measure it because you lose too much ketchup when you try to get it out by tablespoon, but it's probably close to 2 tablespoons, I'm guessing, if that. So that's a couple carbs. So there's about 4 carbs here that I'll be eating tonight. There's my dinner. Time for some lunch on Thursday. Got some ground beef topped with a couple slices of cheese. Got 4 eggs on top of that. Some guacamole. And my Zip Fizz is almost made. The powder's in the glass. I just don't have water yet. Beef, cheese, eggs, guacamole, Zip Fizz. So this lunch has approximately 7 total carbs. There's 5 carbs in the guacamole, 3 of that's fiber, and then there's 2 in the Zip Fizz. So 7 total carbs, 4 net carbs. That is what's in this meal. I got these new cookies in the mail today and tasted them. I ate 2 of these cookies. 2, they're little. So that's 3.4 total carbs, 0.6 fiber, 2 sugar alcohol, so 0.9 net carbs. So I'm adding that to my day, 2 cookies. I have a few more carbs today. This is 2 net carbs. Sorry, 1 net carb because there's fiber. 6 total carbs. So this is 6 carbs, 1 fiber, and 4 allulose. So 1 net carb, but 6 total. This just came in and I really want to eat this, so I'm going to eat it now. All right, dinner time Thursday. I've got 6-ish ounces of beef after it was cooked, mixed with a 1/3 cup of shredded cheese. I have some pickles chopped up in that. Then I got a couple tablespoons of this and some mustard on a bowl, and that will be dinner. There's my meal. Okay, so this meal for dinner essentially has no carbs. There's trace amounts in pickles and cheese, but that's it. So what I have for today, I have 17.4 total carbs, 4.6 fiber, 6 sugar alcohols, 6.8 net carbs, and that'll do it for the day. All right, for lunch on Friday, I have about 150 grams of this coleslaw, and I made some roast with a chuck roast and an arm roast, pepperoncini peppers, some beef stock, kind of like I used to make for drip beef sandwiches. I've made that. I have 12 ounces of the beef with some of the peppers and sauce on it, and I have a zip fizz. So there's about 2 carbs here, and there's about 6 total carbs here. About half of that is fiber from the coleslaw, or from the cabbage. I'll show you my meal. The beef and the coleslaw and the drink. So I got a couple more ounces of that beef out after that was done. That beef was so good. I might have to do a video on how to make that. Now I'm going to bag of this. This is 1 total carb, and that'll do it for lunch. I'll probably have something else in a few hours. I'm about to drive back to my apartment to do some meal prep for someone. And for dinner, I'm gonna have half of this chocolate peanut butter keto brick that I think is about 4.5 carbs.